Here with Ruben, ATG, we're going to talk about protocol he's going to give me. It's called the Poliquin shock method. Let's say I'm already like maybe at an intermediate level of I've hit a plateau. What can I do then to blast through that plateau and get the next level of gains, hypertrophy?
Right.
That's what I'm curious about, and you've got some thoughts there.
Yeah, so this is just one method that I learned from Charles Poliquin, reading his articles, and also from Keegan and Ben, some of the things they taught me. But this is just a way of getting a ton of volume in a short amount of time to create adaptation, to kind of shock the muscle. It's a safer way of going to failure than just doing like a full drop set, right? But it's actually very similar to a drop set because you're going from one intensity to a slightly lower to an easier intensity and just increasing the reps. So the first set is six reps with a high intensity exercise. The next one is 12 reps with a medium, and then 25 with a shortened, right? So it actually goes from long range to medium range to short range.
Right on.
So we're gonna start with Cuban raises. So I'm gonna demonstrate kind of like the advanced variation, and then we'll take you through the dumbbell variation.
So this is a Poliquin shock protocol for what range? Like
this one specifically is for the shoulders.
For the shoulders,
you wanted to improve posture.
Yeah.
We're also gonna do one for the core because like those are two things that can greatly help people that you're trying to help, that I'm trying to help. Right?
Fantastic.
So Cuban raises are actually just two-handed dumbbell external rotations, and Poliquin actually invented these as a way to have his athletes do external rotation because they were kind of bored with just doing the elbow on top of the knee thing.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, well, this one looks a lot more masculine. You're just going here, up in one motion, controlling down.
Strong.
On the eccentric. You can see it kind of looks like you're flexing.
Yeah.
So that part's cool. Up. So you're gonna do 6 of these. I like to control the eccentric. I feel like I'm getting a lot more out of it that way. It's almost like a muscle snatch.
Yeah.
Right? So 6
a controlled muscle snatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 there, and then you're gonna go into trap 3 raises. And so scaps back together and up, and then controlling down. So 12 of these.
These are surprisingly hard.
They are, dude. This
really
is,
engaging
this is
the lower
hardest
traps
exercise
here.
known to man.
I think you're right. That's great.
For like advanced athletes, they could technically do Klokov raises for trap 3 raises. Have you heard of those?
No.
No? So Klokov raises are barbell trap 3s. And you can do these. I need this because my ankle mobility is not that great. You sit in a squat, snatch grip, and then you bring this up and then control it down.
Whoa.
So you can do 12 of these, working on that overhead stability.
Whoa.
Yeah, those are.
I'm gonna have to work up to the bar. I can tell by looking at it.
But again, you can do trap 3 raises like normal. And then 25 face pulls.
25 face pulls.
So pull, rotate externally, hold at the top. And I like these seated because you get a little bit less momentum than when you're standing. Yeah, and then.
So you're doing 6, 12, 25, no rest in between that. That is one set. Then rest for how long?
For 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Then set 2. How many sets would you recommend?
3 to 4.
Right, 3
really, 3 is good.
Yeah. So you're just hammering metabolic stress. Into that area with a few related adjacent stimuli.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So you go heavy with the 6, a little bit lighter with the 12.
Yep.
And then these, and if you could still, if you're not feeling it by then.
You're pumped and your just lactic levels are just going through the roof by the time you're hitting that 25 at the end.
Right, right, exactly. So it's just a way to pack on mass to help break plateaus.
I love it. All right, I'm gonna try that for my shoulders. You got something for the core similar? Because I'd like to just blast through some plateaus for the core.
Okay. So core, it's a very similar concept, but it's 20 seconds, 12 reps, and then 25 reps.
Right.
So I'll sit, hold this for 20 seconds. Really, this is probably the hardest one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get 20 on this right off the bat, but this will be intense.
You could even do like 1 minute of alternating.
Yep.
I don't know how long that is. I'm supposed to do leg day today. But this is straight leg, cable leg lifts. So grab onto something.
Yeah.
And then with straight legs, keeping the quads flexed, come up.
Whoa.
And then control down slowly.
Hard.
Yeah, so 12 of these. And then 25 reverse squats. Yeah. So that'll blast your core.
And are you all right with
3
going
times.
fast on the 25? Because you're just pumping it.
Yeah, 25, just pumping it.
Okay.
Mostly concentric dominant
Yep.
on those. Let's say you don't have equipment. You could do this just on a hanging. Like, let's say you don't have a cable.
Yep.
You can just do this hanging and do that
And then
hanging L sit,
boom.
toes to bar,
Yep.
and then guard hammers.
All right. So I might do that because I'll do this. I'll max this out.
Yeah, exactly.
Accumulate 20 seconds, you think?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Then do the hanging bar, toes to the hands, then pump out 25 of these.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Or if toes to bar is too much, 12 guard hammers, and
Yep.
then 25 just leg raises to parallel.
6, 12, 25, intense, medium, milder,
Yeah,
all one, that's one set.
right. So 43 times 3, so you're getting about 130 reps more or less in 3 sets.
Yep, 43. Yep,
Yeah.
Yep, 43 reps in one set, boom, boom, boom. 3 sets of that, that should blast me past the plateau.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's
about-
awesome.
Yeah, so it's just a good way to like pass plateaus. This helped me a lot. My clients hate it,
Yeah.
but it's but it's a great, and it's also a great way to like build metabolic endurance, to create body composition changes. Right.
Yeah.
This is from one of his, I think it was called German body composition programs that he used to do. He
Yeah.
sold a few of those, and yeah. So
I love it.
hopefully that helps, man.
That was awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
thanks for that.
My pleasure, bro.
Yeah.